In today's tutorial we are going to make this little cute cardigan. Okay, so the cardigan I'm using two crochet hooks, one a 3 mm for the ribbing of the neck and a 3.5 mm hook for the rest of my cardigan. So I have 10 stitches for each of my front, 20 for the back and 11 for each shoulder, and then these 4 here are for my corners. So you add all this together and the total number that you get from this is the total number of rows that you did in this part. Okay, so if you like to make it bigger, you can add more number into these parts here. Okay, to your each of your shoulder and front, and the same goes to the back. And this 4 here, don't forget to add at the end of all this to get your corner. So I made 6 single crochets here, so which means I'm going to make 7 chains. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, or if you like this part to be just a little bit, then you can add 6 chain for 5 single crochets or 5 chains for 4 single crochet. So into the next stitch, this is not your stitch, this one right in your hook, you skip this one and into the second one, just from the back bump make your single crochet. To the back bump only you make your single crochet. That's 2, that's 3, 4, 5 and 6, and the chain one at the start of your row is not your stitch. So here's what you have. You chain one again, and the chain one is never your stitch, so the first and the last single crochet will be through both the loops. So insert into this space here, make your single crochet, and then in the next stitch you are going to work back loop only. This is the stitch of your single crochet, and you have 2 strands of yarn here. We are going to work into the second loop, this one. So single crochet into that, and the last one in this space right here, it's through both the loops like that. So you will have the same number of single crochets in each row. So here I have 2 4 6, then you chain one again, turn, and you'll have your 4 single crochet through both of the loops and your single crochet in between, back loop only. That's 2 3 4 5 and the 6th one in this space right here like that, and you have your single crochet back loop only, and continue like this until you have the desired number of rows. And for me here I'm making 66, so which means you will have 33 of these ribs when you see like this. So in one rib here you'll have 2 rows of single crochet from this side and one from the other side. So I have 33 of this one. Okay, so you continue. So when you finish your ribbing like this one, you switch to your bigger hook, chain one, and into each row of single crochet. Okay, this is one row of single crochet, you'll have 1 single crochet. This is another row, so you'll have 1 here, okay. We are going to work single crochet into each of these single crochet row. So 1 right here, So you are going to have the same number of single crochet as the number of your rows in the ribbing. So if you check closely, you will have one row you have a single crochet, and in this other row you'll have a chain one, because we started our one row. We always start our ribbing row with a single, with one chain. So chain one, following this number here, I'll make 10 double crochets for the front. So you pull this loop. This will be the height of your double crochet, so hold that, twist, and into your first stitch, pull a loop, yarn over and release 2, yarn over, release 2, and you have your double crochet. And then that's your first, then this is my second. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 double crochet for my front, for one front, and in the next stitch we are going to make a corner, 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet in the same space. So if you are a beginner, please practice your stitches before you do this cardigan, so it will be much easier for you. So if you need, keep a spare stitch marker in this space here, because we are going to work the corner right in this space again when we work the second row or the following row. And you will have 11 double crochet for the shoulder part if you are following me, or if you made your own measurement, then you'll have that number. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 11, and on the next stitch we are going to make our corner again. So 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. And for the back I'm going to have 20 stitches or 20 double crochet, so you will not count the corner, count from the next stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll do up to 20. So 20, and you will have the corner again. 1, 2, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. And we are going to repeat with this part again, the shoulder first and the front. So you'll have 11 double crochet for the shoulder because we made 11 here. So 1, 2, 3, so 11, and we will have our corner with 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. And if you are counting your stitches right, you should have 10 double crochet for your front, because we made 10 from this other side here. So 1, 2, 3, 9 and 10. So you'll have this. And for the next row again, you can either start with a chain 1, or you simply pull your loop like this, twist that and make your double crochet like we made when we started the previous row. You can make 1 double crochet into each stitch until your corner, okay, until you are here. So we are going to have a 2 double crochet increase in each of this part, okay, in the front, and 4 increase in the shoulder and the back, okay, and 2 again in the front. So we started with 10 double crochet, so in this round you will have 12 double crochet, so that's 3, 4 and 12. So 12, and in the chain space again you make your corner with 2 double crochet. Your corner will always be 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. And you will work 1 double crochet into each stitch again, and here you will have a 4 double crochet increase. So we started with 11, so you should have 15 here, okay, that's 2, 3, 4, 15. This is my 15th double crochet, and in the corner, in the chain space, make your corner again. 1, 2, chain 1, 1, 2. So please do pay attention in this round, because this is what we are going to repeat the entire part of our yoke, okay. And here also you will have 4 double crochet increase. So I started with 20, I should have 24 for this part, and the same here. The number of your stitches here should equal the number of your stitch in this part, and it applies the same to this part also in here, okay. And you can continue the round just by doing what we've been doing so far, okay. 1 double crochet into each stitch, and in the corner you always make 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. So your last double crochet, because we started with a double crochet, not a chain 3, so you'll have these 2 loops here. Insert your hook through both of those like this, 1 loop, and through the other loop like that, and make your double crochet. So again you turn, you can chain 1, or you simply do your double crochet like that. So if it's loose like this, you can't hold it, that is still going to work, okay. So just take your yarn and you release this 1 loop and take your hook from the back like that, and you still have 2 loops here, so through both of those. and you repeat the same again, 1 double crochet into each stitch, and when you are at the corner here, you make your corner again. Okay, and we continue the round just like we did this one. And if you pay close attention, this will have a visible line from this side, so you will always know where to put your corner. Okay, see, and this is your corner. Like that, and I'm going to continue to make this until I get about 9 centimeters. Okay, take your measurement from your first corner. Okay, not from this ribbing here, from your first corner. I'm going to make about 9 centimeters. Okay, so if I have less than 9, also about 8.5 also will do. Okay, a little bit over or under your measurement, it's still going to work. Okay, and you continue repeat the same process until you get to that measurement that you need. Okay, you take measurement from the corner, not this part here. And if you not clear about my instructions, please do write your questions or your suggestions in the comments below. So here I have 9 centimeters and I make 6 rows of double crochet. So I'm going to start my row as usual with 1 double crochet into each stitch, and when we get into this chain space here, I will show you how we can divide the parts of our cardigan. Okay, so 1 double crochet into each stitch until you are at the chain space. So when you are here, make your 2 double crochet into the chain space, and before we join, take the measurement of the back part from one corner to another corner and see if it is the measurement that you need your cardigan to be. I'm here at 9.5, and then I'll have 2 more double crochets from here and 2 more from here when I join. So I'm not going to add any more chains into my underarm because I'm already at the size that I want my cardigan to be. If you need it to be bigger, you can add chains in the underarm here. You can add 2 chains, 3 chains, or 4 chains, and don't add too many chains because it will not look nice when you finish the cardigan. Okay, so I'm not going to add any more chains. I'll just skip all of this part of the shoulder or the sleeve and work right into the next chain space here. Okay, so yarn over and into the next chain space, make 2 double crochet, and if you add chains, you can add the chains and then make your double crochet here. You can add 2 double crochets because that's what we did from this part, and then it's the same thing again. You are going to work 1 double crochet into each stitch, and when we are here also we are going to do the same thing like we did here. So into your next chain space here, make 2 double crochet, and if you added chain from this side, you will need to add the same number of chains in this side also, so you'll have the same size of both sleeves. Okay, so if you add 3 chains from here, you add 3 from in here also, or if you add any other number, you can do that, and then skip all of this and into the next chain space here again, make 2 double crochet. make 2 double crochet and then 1 double crochet into each stitch, and we continue the row just like we did in all of these rows before. Okay, and from this row onwards you are going to work 1 double crochet into each stitch without increase or decrease. I want my cardigan to be about 8 inches long. Take the measurement right from this spot. Okay, right from the very first row here. I want it to be 8 inches long in this side. Okay, but I'm not going to make all 8 inches with double crochet, so we will going to add some details at our edging or at our border. So I'm going to work at least 6 inches with double crochets only, and you take your own measurement until you get to that length that you need. A little bit over or under that measurement will do. Okay, so for this round you start as usual and you work 1 double crochet into each stitch. And when you are here, if you made chains, then you are going to make the same number of double crochets into your chain space. So if you made 3 chains, you'll have 3 double crochets, or you are going to make 1 double crochet into each chain. Okay, and then when you are at this space also you do the same. And for me here, I didn't add any chain, so I'll just work into each stitch with double crochet until I get to that measurement that I need. Okay, I'll work about 6 inches, and when I get to that measurement I will show you how to add the details at the bottom. So this is the last row here. So before you end your row here, count the number of the double crochets that you have in this row and see if you have them in even number or in odd number, because for the next part we are going to need our double crochets to be in odd number. So here I have an even number, and I'm adding 1 more double crochet into the same stitch, which is the last one here, just to make it an odd number, like that. So we are going to start with a double crochet only, and we are going to make the cross stitch of double crochet. So make your first one as normal, and you will skip the next stitch, skip the stitch and work into this one, and then you come back into the stitch that you left and make your double crochet, and you will have this. So you are going to skip the next stitch again, work into the second one, so yarn over and you come back again to this stitch and make a double crochet like this one. So we are going to repeat this until the end of our row. Okay, just like this, and I will see you right here when we are at 2 stitches left. So here you will have 2 double crochet, 2 stitches left here, so just work 1 double crochet into one of the stitch. Okay, just normal double crochet like that. And for the next row you are going to chain 1 and make a single crochet into the first stitch, and into the next stitch we are going to make the acorn stitch. So you yarn over and pull a loop, so you release 1 loop and you release 2 and you don't close. We are making 3 extended double crochet without closing. So you release 1, you release 2 and you hold, that's 3. So you yarn over again and do the same stitch, release 1 and release 2, you have 4 loops and you release all 3. And in the next stitch again you are going to have single crochet. So you are going to have this puff here, and into the next stitch again you are going to repeat this. So you'll have, in one stitch you have single crochet, and in the next stitch you are going to have this little puff here. Okay, so yarn over and you release 1 and release 2 and hold that, yarn over into the same space, you release 1, you release 2, yarn over again into the same stitch, release 1, release 2 and release through all 4, and make your single crochet into the next stitch like that. So in the next stitch again you will have the puff, like that, and close, single crochet, and just like that you are going to continue your row, and you will have a single crochet on your last stitch here. So you will have a single crochet on your last stitch here like that, and the first row looks like this. And again we are going to repeat to make this part with a cross double crochet. So when you made your double crochet you repeat this part again. Okay, one more time here, you leave this stitch and into the next double crochet, and then come back into the stitch that you left, make your double crochet just like how we did this one here. Okay, you skip this one into the next and come back again into that stitch, double crochet and continue the row. I will see you at the end of the row again. So here you will have 2 double crochets on your last stitch because you have 2 stitches, so 1 and 2 stitches left, so 2 double crochet into those, single crochet, and we repeat this part again. Okay, so you have single crochet and then this stitch, single crochet and this stitch. So close and single crochet again, and it's just the same like we did here, and I will see you at the end of this row. So here also you end your round with 1 single crochet on top of this double crochet like that, and when you finish this you can see which side do you like more. Okay, you can do this and see if you like this part or you like this part more, so like that. It looks nice from both sides too. Okay, I'll go for this side. If you would like to add more of this row you can do that by repeating the same that we did here, but I'm not going to add anymore, so I'm just going to make 2 rounds of single crochet into each of the stitch just to make this edge a bit like a neat finish. So single crochet into 1 stitch, single crochet, single crochet, and into each stitch I'm going to add 1 single crochet. I'll see you at the end of the row. turn and then one single crochet into each stitch in this one more row. So at the end of the row here, you do not cut your yarn. Okay, we are going to work this side of the cardigan. So when you finish your last single crochet, chain one and make one single crochet into each row of your single crochet here. One and then two. I have two rows of single crochet, so two single crochet and then one in this row of this bubble, one single crochet, and in whichever space that you have a double crochet or a chain 3 at the start of your round, we are going to make two single crochet into that space. Okay, here I have a double crochet, so two single crochet in that space and one in this bubble stitch round again, and two in this double crochet. So we started with double crochet also at the start of our row, and we also end our row with double crochet. So you will have two single crochet into one double crochet here. Okay, one, two, and into this next double crochet you'll have one, two, and you are going to continue just like that. So here we made one single crochet row before the double crochet here, so I'm going to work one single crochet into that row also, and in this space you work one single crochet into each. So chain one, turn your work and make your first single crochet into the first stitch here, and I'm going to use a small button, so I'm going to chain one. If you're using a bigger button, please chain two and skip two stitches if you chain two. If you chain only one, skip one stitch. I'm going to skip this one and into the next single crochet. This will be my first buttonhole. Then I'm going to make my next buttonhole after 6 single crochet. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm chaining one, skip one stitch and work into the next stitch. So if you chain 2 here, you should chain 2 here and skip 2 stitches. Okay, and I'm going to make again after 6 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain one and skip one stitch into the next, and I'm going to continue. And you can add more buttons, you can make more buttonholes if you like more buttons. Okay, so I'm going to make one more right here, and then I will have 4 buttons, 1, 2, 3, and fourth one will be right in this space. And then you can continue until the end of the row and make your last single crochet in this very space here. Chain one, turn your work and work one single crochet into each stitch until you reach your first buttonhole. Okay, so this is my first buttonhole here, and this is a single crochet stitch before the chain space. So make your single crochet, and in the chain space here, if you made 2 chains, you are going to make 2 single crochet, but I only made 1 chain, so I'm going to make 1 single crochet, and I will continue making my single crochet into each stitch until the next chain space again. So here is my single crochet before the chain space, and this is my chain space, so 1 single crochet into that and single crochet, and just like this we are going to continue until the end of the row. make your last single crochet here and cut your yarn. Cut and secure like that. So for this next side we are going to start from this space, okay, from the neckline, and we will go down to the bottom. For this side we started from the bottom and we go up, and it's the opposite here. So make your slip knot and insert your hook into your first stitch here. Chain 1, and make your single crochet, and then single crochet into each stitch. And this is the single crochet row. So one single crochet, you can weave in these ends using your needle, and to each of this double crochet row we are going to do the same like we did from this space, with 2 single crochet in 1 double crochet. So 1, 2, and the next 1, 2, and we are going to work just like that. I'll see you right here. So in this bubble stitch round here you are going to work 1 single crochet just like how we did from the other side, and into the double crochet, 2 single crochet and 1 single crochet, and here I have 2 rounds of single crochet, so 2 single crochet, 1 and then 2, chain 1, turn your work and work 1 single crochet into each stitch, and in this side you do not need to leave any chain space like you do from this side. Okay, you already have your buttonholes from this side, so just continue working 1 single crochet into each single crochet, and if you count your stitches you should have the same number of single crochets from both sides, okay, from this side and from this side as well. Okay, we're doing the same thing, so we should have the same number of stitches. Chain 1 and then you turn, and this is your third row of single crochet, so make your first single crochet and continue making 1 single crochet into each stitch, and when you reach the end here you cut your yarn and secure, okay, just like how we did from the other side. And we are having the same number of rows here, 3 rows of single crochet from each side, 3 rows and 3 rows from this side as well. So for the sleeve you make a slip knot, and I'm going to work from the right side first. This is the right side of my sleeve, right sleeve. So since I did not add any chain in my underarm, I'm going to insert my hook into the top of this double crochet of this space. You can see the stitch here. If you made chains, please insert your hook into any space that you get between the double crochet in your underarm. So I'm chaining 3. This chain 3 here will count as a first double crochet, and if you made chains in your underarm you should have the same number of double crochet as the number of your chains in this space. So I didn't have any, so chain 3, and in the space here I'm going to make 1 double crochet, and in the corner here 1 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet into each stitch. Sorry, this is a smaller hook. This is the hook that I work my cardigan with. double crochet, double crochet, and double crochet into each stitch. I will see you from the other side. So from the other side also you have this corner here. Into that corner, one double crochet and then double crochet in this double crochet here, and in this space right here, this is the bottom of the double crochet. So double crochet, and I'm going to join with a slip stitch on top of my chain 3 because I did not add any chain like I told you. So join here, and then I'm going to chain 3. For the sleeve I'm going to chain 3 only. I'm not starting with a double crochet. And if you add chains in your sleeve, so probably your sleeve will be bigger than mine, so you will need to make a little decreases. So you can add your decreases at the end, at the start of each row. Okay, you can make your decrease by making a cluster of 2 double crochet at the start of your row. Okay, so your chain 3, and then into the next space you make a double crochet, don't close, and into the next space and you don't close, and then you're making that as 1 double crochet. So this is how you add your decrease in your sleeve. Okay, and then you are going to do the same when you start the next row also, and you keep on decreasing until you get to the size that you want your sleeve to be. But for me, I didn't add any chain, so I'm going to make 1 double crochet into each stitch until the end of the row only. So make your last double crochet on top of this double crochet and then join with a slip stitch on your chain 3. So you chain 3 again and turn. And just a reminder here, so when you decrease, do not add too many decreases, or do not decrease until your sleeve will be too small. Okay, because we are going to work this part, this design on the sleeve as well. So if you make it too small, it will not look nice. So do not decrease too much. Okay, so and then you will work double crochet into each stitch again, and we repeat the same thing. So I want my sleeve to be maybe at so this size will be for a 2-year-old girl. So I'm going to make the sleeve up to 23 or 24 centimeters. So I will stop when I am at 16 centimeters because we will need to do this part, so that will add the extra length, and then the ribbing also for the sleeve. So with the ribbing and this part, it will get to the measurement that we need, obviously. So if you like your sleeve longer, make the double crochet longer. Okay, make more rows of the double crochet, I mean. So I'm going to work with the same number of stitches here. I'm not adding any decreases until I get to 16 centimeters. After that, I will show you what we need to do. So after working a few rows here, I feel like my sleeve is too big, so I'm adding decrease here. Okay, I will make 4 decreasing rows. So I started here 1 2 3, and the next one I'm going to have 4 rows with decrease. So here, as you can see, I'm at 16 centimeters from the first row until here. So on your last row of double crochet here, you count the number of your double crochet and see if they are in even number. Okay, so if you have them in odd number, make 1 decrease to make them in even number. So when we work here, we made this in this part in odd number, but here you will need it to be in even number. Okay, because we are working in the round. So here I have them in even number, so I'm going to chain 3. The chain 3 will count as your first double crochet only. So for this round, After you made your chain 3, yarn over and work your double crochet backwards like this, okay, in the stitch behind your chain 3 to make the cross stitch like that. And when you join, you will join in this stitch only in the chain 3. So you skip the next stitch and double crochet into the next, and then you double crochet backwards into the stitch that you left like that. It's the same thing just like how you do this part, if you remember, okay. And continue the row. And make the cross stitch, double crochet, and I'll see you right here. And then you will look for that chain 3. This is the chain 3, so join on top of that, and you will have your cross stitch, double crochet. So chain 1 and make a chain 1 in this very first stitch, and in the next stitch we are going to make this bobble or this acorn stitch, okay. If you remember, just like how we did in this part, yarn over and into the next stitch, make the extended double crochet, and close, and then single crochet, and you repeat until the end of the row. It's the same thing like we did here. End your row with a bobble stitch and then join on that single crochet you made, that, and then you are going to chain 3 again and repeat what we did here. Make your double crochet into the stitch behind the chain 3, okay. And when we join, we will join in this space right here, and again you work your cross stitch, double crochet, okay, the same way we do in this space, and continue. So you chain 1 and make a single crochet, and you repeat this one more time, and after that I'll show you what to do. Make the same way you make these bubbles here. So here I'm going to switch to the smaller hook, the one that I use for this part. First, I'd like to work single crochet into each stitch. So you will have one double crochet, one cluster, one double crochet, and then cluster again. We are decreasing, so this will be smaller, this cuff will be smaller, okay. So you'll have double crochet, and then you'll have a cluster again, a double crochet, a cluster, and that's how we repeat all across. So end of the row, join on your slip stitch, join with slip stitch. So you will chain 3, and the chain 3 will make us a back post double crochet. So take the cluster and make a front post double crochet, and make a back post double crochet, a front post, a back post double crochet, and that is how we repeat all around, with one front post and one back post double crochet. We should end our row with one front post double crochet, but I'm having extra here, so I'm taking the cluster and this one double crochet together to make it as one front post double crochet, and then join with a slip stitch. So you'll chain 3, and you make your front post where you have front post, and back post where you have the back post double crochet, and continue the row, join, and cut your yarn secure. secure and use your needle to weave in your ends. So one sleeve is done and I think it looks really cute. So to start the next sleeve, you will need a stitch marker. Put your marker on your first row of the sleeve from this side, so you will not have to count on each row on which row you are working. Okay, after you finish the first row, you move the marker onto the next one, and like that, when you have your decrease from this side, you will see that a decrease is visible like this one. So when you have a decrease from this side, you will do your decrease from the other side. So make your slip knot just like how we did the other one. And from the right side, for the right side of the sleeve here, for the right sleeve here, we started from the back and we continue to the front. For the left side of the sleeve, we are going to start from the front, working round and end on the back. Okay, it's like the opposite of this one. Here we work from the back and end at the front. This is the front, and here we will work from the front and end at the back. So you will have the same number of double crochet on both sleeves. So if you made chains and you have like extra double crochets in this space, you will need to count those double crochets that you make from this side and make them in this side. Okay, count the double crochet and you should have the same number from both sides, because if you have like a different number of double crochet, your sleeve will look funny, I think. So chain 3, and I also need to count, okay, not only for you. So I'm counting until the corners here. I'm not counting the corners, so I'll do that. So I have 2 from this side and 2 from this side before the corner. So the chain 3 count as the first, and then the next one I have it in here and in the corner, and then into each stitch all around. It's the same like the other one, except that we start from this side. So here also from the back side, I will need to have 2 double crochet from this part. So this is 1 and the second one is here, so I'm having 4 double crochet before my corner. See, 1 2 3 4. And because from this side, I'm not counting from this side because we have the same number of stitches when we skip the parts of the sleeve while joining the body. Then I'll join, I'll chain 3. So if you made your decrease from the second round here, so you will move your marker onto the second round. So if you made your decrease right from the second round from this side, you will need to make your decrease from the second round itself from this side as well. Okay, so I'm not making decreases until this round here. So I will make my decrease when I am at this number of round from this other side as well. So you will have the same number of stitches, the same number of decreases, and when you are at this point also, you will need to count. Okay, you will have the same number of rows from both sides. That is why I'm moving my marker onto the next row after I finish each row from this side. You will do the same thing like you did in here. Make your front post and back post double crochet just like how you did from this side, and you will have 2 similar sleeves. Okay, and when you finish, you weave in your ends using your needle, and then you add your buttons, and you will have a really cute cardigan. Okay, so I hope I'm clear with my instructions. So if you like the video, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.